I mean, this here is another conversation about let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Questions, and answers, or whatever y'all like to talk about upon this evening. You know what I mean? Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. We're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement, or any type of privacy guidelines at all. Shout out to everybody who's going to join us live now in the middle, and those who want to catch it. At what point excuse me, that was a commercial from this video. We're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement, or any type of privacy guidelines. Shout out to everybody who's going to join us live now in the middle, and those who want to catch it when it uploads to YouTube. Shout out to all my moderators out there. Definitely appreciate y'all work. What's up to Sandra Williams? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Don Borland? You said, I hope all is well. Absolutely. You know, just maintaining and relaxing on this Sunday evening. What's up to Robin Harris? Shout out to you. You says peace and blessings. Back at you. What's up to Shelly House? She says greetings to all my brothers and sisters entering the chat. Remember that our Lord Jesus is listening and watching us, so please conduct yourselves appropriately. All right. What's up to Gladys? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Tyree Lewis? Greetings back at you. Shout out to you. Keep doing your thing on the YouTube, and you know all those other people out there that got them YouTube channels going, man, for sure. Keep doing your thing. In general, what's up to Sister Monica? Shout out to you. Brad, what's up to Lucas? You said greetings and peace. Billy Kid, what up? What up? What's up to Shaw Nix? Hope all is well. As we know that the broadcast wasn't on YouTube Live, to my knowledge. So you know, I played a throwback, not too much of an older video, but it was a video from the archives, and you know, with the title being the fruits of the spirit, and what have you. You know, that's what I do. If the Truth of God broadcast is not going live on YouTube, I will play like a topic type of video. In general, what's up to Christopher Span? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. One of my channel moderators. Definitely appreciate your work here on YouTube and on Facebook. So as I was stating, that I know some people was asking about the live on YouTube with Gino Jennings and what have you. What's up to Drago? Shout out to you. Tyree says, appreciate that. I have a special for tomorrow around afternoon, around 2. Hope some can attend. Don't want to miss it. All right, not a problem. At Tyree Lewis. You got something going on. Let me check it out right quick. For tomorrow's the 20th, I believe. You got something entitled special episode, Importance of Praise and Worship, tomorrow for 2 p.m. I got you at Tyree, Lord willing. You know what I mean? Hopefully I get out of work early tomorrow. I know some people are off work due to it being, Martin Luther King Day or something like that. All right. What's up to Georgina Flemings? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Another one of my channel moderators along with Drago. What's up to Bless? Shout out to you. You know what I mean? So as I was stating that, you know, when the Truth of God, you know, don't go live on YouTube, you know, I will play like a throwback or, you know, video from the archives, you know what I mean, topic type of video. A lot of the times, if not all the times, I pin the message at the top of the chat, letting the people know that, listen, this is a pre-recorded video. You understand that? This is pre-recorded. I put at the top and it's pinned. Please read. This is not a right now live. And yet people still ask that question. You know what I mean? People still ask that question. Why? I don't know. You understand that? But shout out to all the people who checked out the video earlier. The fruits of the spirit. All right, Fleming says we are having an open dialogue today. Please chime in. Much love. Appreciate that. At Georgina Flemings and those out there. Shout out to the lowriders out there. Those lowriders in the background that don't say nothing. The trolls. The haters. You know what I mean? People creeping in the back with their ear or their eyes, tuning in. Waiting to see if I'm going to say something off the wall. You understand? We got them lowriders. Shout out to the creepy people. They creeps. You know what I mean? Say something. You know what I mean? Say something. One day I go to the list and, you know what I mean, say y'all names. Say y'all names in the chat room. You know? What up to David B? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Jonas said, what up to Jonas? Says, anyone see the Mando ad that pops up? Mando. What is that? Mando. No, I haven't caught that one. Let me just look it up. Mando ad. Mando is a men's deodorant brand that has multiple TV commercials and online videos. The ads promote Mando's whole body deodorant, which can that deodorant at Jonah. What's up, the Art of War? Shout out to you. Hope all is well at Art of War. Art of War said, "What's good, random folks from Ohio State? Shout out to Ohio. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Jersey over here, I'm from, but you know we out here in the Carolinas." Tyree says, "What are some tips to get more people to view your channel or like grow?" Good question. Good question. What are some tips to get more people to view your channel or like grow? Well, I will say this. I know we on YouTube, and YouTube, for the most part, you know, it doesn't matter who a person is, they're looking to grow their channel at the end of the day. You know what I mean? For some people out there say, you know what, why are people growing their channel? I'm not on YouTube to grow my channel. Well, if you have a business or something that you're operating in and whatnot, you know what I mean, you want to see some type of growth, just in general, you know what I mean? Not that it's about that, but some tips. I would say promoting and marketing. That's key. Now, promoting and marketing videos and stuff like that, I've been doing that since I was about 16, just in general. You know what I mean? As far as like with the internet. One has to find out more about other social media platforms, whether it's in Japan, whether it's in Jamaica, China, Russia, and all the other stuff. You really got to put the time and the effort to market and promote. Facebook is a good platform. Get into groups and stuff like that to promote videos and what have you. You know what I mean? Different type of videos. You know, we know that, you know, a lot of people are in the truth of God and whatnot. We know that. You know, that's one set of audience. You understand that? It's other audiences out there, whether it's, you know, the cooking people, exercising people, truck driving people, you know, anything, you know, people that don't, I wouldn't say don't contradict, but don't do anything as far as like videos that would contradict, you know, what we believe in, for the most part, you know, because for example, if you're doing cooking videos, exercising videos, yes, you could bring those type of audience and they could come in to see what we're talking about as far as like with the truth of God. And a lot of people, they fall interested in that type of stuff. But marketing and promoting is key. That is key right there. Marketing and promoting. So if I'm doing, you know, I wouldn't say every video. I have one video that I market and promote, you know, like crazy. And that is the poem. When you click on my page, and the first video that plays is one of my poems, and whatnot. Yeah, that's where the growth of this channel is really coming from. You know what I mean? The poems. I know we had these conversations and whatnot, but statistic wise, the poems, for the most part, you know, helps this channel out. You just got to find, you know, a video or whatever the case may be that's nice and simple that you could promote a whole lot to different, you know, all around audience in general. Personality. You got to have a good personality here on social media for the most part. Now, I'm not saying being wicked or anything like that. Personality. You know what I mean? Learning your audience, feeding off the audience, and whatnot. Talking with the people, connecting with the people. and things like that. For the most part, in which I've learned, and I'm still learning more about it. For the most part, YouTube, they have in the studio. I know you got a studio channel dashboard. You want to go to what is it? Analytics. I think you click on audience, and it shows like when your viewers are on YouTube, and it gives you like different days and times and where's your strongest points time wise, as far as like your audience and whatnot. Because my audience, we know they're gonna be on. My audience ain't gonna be on 2 a.m. in the morning. You know what I mean? Like Monday to Friday. No, you understand that? So, for example, my strong point on this may be at, let's just say, 12 p.m. on a Monday. You know what I mean? For a couple of hours. I may want to hit those points, those times, the best way I can, for the most part. So on Sunday, I'm looking at mine. It's 12 a.m. Some of your viewers are on YouTube. The strongest points on a Sunday is between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. It says most of your viewers are on YouTube around that time. So I want to come on around those times on a Sunday. I also know that, you know, when we do the boxing videos and whatnot, the algorithm with the mobile works well. So the mobile algorithm is different from the computer algorithm because more people got cell phones than computers. You know what I mean? And it's a way on YouTube that you could just swipe through live. This is why people pop in and pop out on mobile lives. So one may want to utilize, you know, the view of the mobile on a camera phone in general. Somebody using StreamYard, and it's like in reference to doing it like on a computer way. I'm not too sure if it's going to appear on the algorithm in a sense of the mobile camera wise. You know what I mean? So the camera has to look like this on a phone in order for people to swipe through it for the most part on the algorithm. You know what I mean? Just straight up, no StreamYard, no nothing, just straight up from your camera phone like this for the most part. So the mobile gets more algorithm, but with the computer StreamYard, you could do, it has more features for the most part, which works well with certain videos in general. But most importantly, marketing and promoting, you know what I mean, videos. Marketing and promoting your videos for the most part. You know what I mean? So that's how I did the first channel, and we applying the same principles here on this channel. All right, Jonah says the lady on the ad though. I didn't see it. I didn't see that at Jonah. You know what I mean? EFP says peace everybody, everyone. I'm up past my bedtime tonight. Past your bedtime. Shout out to you though. Rashida says, greetings this evening, Tony, and everyone. Is everything good with everybody? Absolutely. All good. You know, just maintaining for the most part. Appreciate that. Likewise. What up to Donald Sanders? Shout out to you. He says, peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters. What's up to SV? Shout out to you. Tyree said, yeah, for me, it's not so much about growth, really, but I was definitely into marketing and promoting. I just want to be a helper of one another. Yeah, YouTube, it could be a struggle for, you know, a lot of people as far as like growth. But yeah, I would say marketing and promoting videos, or if a video you got not too long, you know what I mean, not too short, but a just right time and video. For my end, I'd say I think that poem is about, how long this poem is, man. Let me go check it out right quick. It's not showing up. Let me see. It's about 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Because, you know, a lot of people in these days, they got short attention spans in these days, I've noticed. All right, what's up to Ann? Shout out to you. What's up to Leo? Hope all is well. Henry Ross says, why first dumps playing the Village People at his rally? You, the YMCA, aren't they Skittles? He was playing YMCA. Listen, I didn't even know Trump was talking today, honestly. He's playing YMCA. EFP says, my subs are low, but the watch hours are going crazy, which shows people are watching and they come back. Wonderful. Wonderful for sure. All right, Tyrese says, I got good personality for sure. I'm trying so I can start going live on YouTube. Oh, wonderful. That's what's up at Tyree Lewis. Anthony Beecham, what up? Shout out to you. EFP says, I believe you need 100 subs for that. Anthony, I'm good. I'm just maintaining. Tyrese say, so you need 100 for going live on YouTube? I'm not sure. It's been a while. How many subs needed? Google says, well, on Google, I'm not sure if they updated it. It says 50 on Google. Well, I don't know right now. I really don't. For the most part, I got to go look into it. All right. Anthony says, why is TikTok banned? TikTok ain't banned. It was down for a bit. You know, I'm looking at mine right now on my TikTok. I think they had to come to some type of agreement with the US, but yeah, I mean, it was for a short time. You know, some people probably was going crazy because they make millions of dollars on TikTok. Yeah, I mean, TikTok is some people outlet financially. You know what I mean? And of course, I don't want to see people, lose taking care of their family or whatever the case may be if they're doing it in a righteous way. You know, a lot of people make money off of TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, whatever the case may be, and that's their bread. That's their bread and milk right there. You know what I mean? You got people that just make videos all day. You understand that? And it's cool. I get it. You know, that's what they do. That's their job, whatever the case may be. You know, but me personally, be wise. I hope they being wise with their money. You know, be very, very wise. You know, if anybody happen to, start making money on social media. You know what I mean? All right. Somebody got deleted. Another fruit roll up. Another Skittle. What's wrong with these people, man? I don't know what's wrong with these Skittles. For the most part. You know, where they find these people at. You know what I mean? Leo says, I went to see my son at a choir event, and they were about to sing that song from Sister Act 2, Happy Days, and the director removed the word Jesus and replaced it with the word spirits. Sister Act 2, Lauryn Hill, Whoopi Goldberg. I think the young cat from City High. You know, a lot of people still watch that movie. All right, what's up to Happy Music? Shout out to you. I believe you sent something. I appreciate that. God bless you and your family. For the most part. All right, Henry Ross says, what's the best bedtime for the body health-wise? Well, some people say 7 to 8 hours. You know what I mean? 7 to 8 hours. You know, a lot of us don't get that anyway, you know. We try, but schedules be busy. Aaron Michael says, are you happy that Donald Trump is going to be the next 47th president? What? Why would I be happy? I don't care. You understand? I don't care if Donald Trump is the president coming up, Kamala Harris. I don't care. They could have put Doink the Clown, Cactus Jack. I don't care. You understand? If people want to be happy that Donald Trump is the president, hey, I don't worry about it, man. Who cares? You know what I mean? I really don't care. For the most part. What's up to Noel? Shout out to you. William Barlow says, did they post service today? I didn't get it. YouTube-wise, no. I believe Brother Jonah informed me that they was on the Zoom. All right. Let me see where we at. What's up to Sister David? Shout out to you. Aaron Michael says, I'm celebrating Donald Trump's victory over the Democrat Party. That's on you. You know what I mean? You could celebrate a demon. Imagine that. You're sitting there, probably got balloons. You probably got a Donald Trump cake. You understand? And you celebrating a demon. How does that work? How do you feel proud about yourself by celebrating a demon? And you feel good about it too. Why don't you just get a shirt that says, I'm celebrating a demon? That's all you got to do. Same thing. You understand? Same thing. You know, so I hope you're happy about, as you state you are, you're happy about celebrating a demon. Right on. You understand? Power to the people. Aaron Michaels. Man said he's celebrating a demon. And he's proud of it. How many people in here are happy about demon if you do? You know? What's up? What's up, Natasha? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. David B says nobody cares about Donald Trump. Shelly House says, what you think about the president releasing all those drug criminals? Well, I didn't see that. I know he gave pardon to rapper Kodak Black before, right? You know, I mean, granted that, you know, if they got the opportunity to, you know, let some people go, do some people deserve another chance? Yeah. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. I believe, you know, some people deserve another chance. And some people just belong behind prison walls. You understand? All right? He said, fruit roll, I'll be laughing. No problem at William Barlow. Sister David says, I know, right? We're not over here trying to promote Donald Demon and his dopey, crooked activity. Absolutely. Noel says, we had a good time here in Dallas, Texas. Minister Jones brought, shout out to him. Now listening to PJ, program 1913 through 1914. Still on fire. Shelly House says, Donald Trump is not going to do anything for God's people and others. EFP says, I'll be in the house tomorrow, too much. Wonderful. All right, G4 says, do you celebrate Martin Luther King Day out there when it's canceled in Los Angeles due to the fires? Me personally, I don't celebrate that trash. Now, Martin Luther King, the stuff that he was doing was good. What Martin Luther King did was good. Well, some of the things that Malcolm X did was good. It was good, but it ain't enough. It's not enough. You know what I mean? We respect what Dr. King did and things like that, or what Malcolm X did, positive-wise. Much respect. You understand? Donald Trump letting out criminals who deserve another chance. Okay. You're giving out stimulus checks. All right, you do good, little good. But it ain't enough. Ain't enough. So I don't celebrate Martin Luther King Day. For the most part. You know? I mean, school is out. Some people are off work. You know what I mean? If you're in holiness, you can't say, man, open up the office now. I don't celebrate this. Now, that's just being unrighteous. If you're off, you're off. Enjoy it. You know? All right? David B says, celebrating an adulterer and a convicted rapist. Wow. Sister David says, his run in the White House is headed for failure. because he is full of pride. You know what the scriptures say about pride and proud people. Wow. Pride and proud people.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, and we're at verse 12.
Chapter and verse again.
In the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, and we're at the 12th verse.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach.
Chapter 10, verse 12.
Begin at verse 12.
Begin at verse 11.
Yes.
For when a man is dead.
Begin at verse 10.
At verse 10.
Yes.
The physician cutteth off a long disease.
The physician cut off a long disease.
And he that is today a king tomorrow shall die.
And
for when a man is dead.
When a man is dead.
He shall inherit creeping things, beasts.
He shall inherit creeping
beasts and worms.
Yes.
The beginning of pride.
Wait a minute. Viewers.
Amen.
Hear this.
Amen.
Hear this. Hear this. Amen. This is why so many have turned their back on God.
Amen.
So-called gospel singers.
That's right.
Now become R&B singers.
That's right.
So-called gospel artists now make their music just like the world. That's so right. They can get money from both ends.
That's right. That's right.
Ah!
The beginning of pride.
The beginning of pride
is when one
The beginning of pride is when one
departed from God,
leaves the Lord,
and his heart is turned away.
It's turned away
from his maker.
I told you.
That's Donald Dump right there. That right there, pride. That's Donald Dump right there. You understand? Christopher Span says, just want to tell you, you are doing a phenomenal job with your platform. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, at Mr. Span. Thank you for the encouragement. I mean, some days I'm tired. I don't feel like coming on, but I do. You know what I mean? Some days I just be tired. But, you know, one has talent and skill and things like that to help the people out and encourage them. You know what I mean? And I prayed for this YouTube channel to expand. That's very important, to add on to Brother Tyler Lewis. Prayer. You know what I mean? Prayer. Because remember, I don't know if you was there back then, but at one point I had no channels. I only had the first one, Tony Harvin. That one got terminated. You understand that? So I had nothing as far as like on YouTube. You know what I mean? It took 30 appeals to get that back. 30. You know what I mean? Every day. Sending the same message to YouTube or to Google. Almost every day. You know what I mean? And then in the midst of all that, this channel was called something else, because this was like my low-key channel. Video on here. It was like something to do with martial arts, and it had like 7 subscribers on here. So I had this channel for a while, but it was like a backup just for me to put up stuff on here. I think I had like old Truth of God videos on here too, but not to the public. So then, you know, we prayed for this channel to grow and things like that in the midst. And then we got our first channel back. And then we had this one. And then we made a third one. You know what I mean? So prayer, Tyree Lewis. Definitely prayer, definitely hard work, man. And definitely don't fall into what, you know, academics and them doing. You know what I mean? All that gossip and Whack 100 doing the clubhouse videos. None of that foolishness. You know what I mean? All that gossip stuff. A bunch of nonsense. You know, so I'm striving, man, for sure. Definitely striving. Definitely appreciate that at Mr. Span. Mr. Span also promotes on Facebook. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. All right. What's up, the known unknown? Aaron Michael says, David B., I care about the presidency. You should too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. All right. Henry Ross says, Nelly, Soulja Boy, and Rick Ross and Snoop will perform at Dump's parties tomorrow. Nelly. Mr. Country Grammar, Soldier Boy, he a nut job. Rick Ross, Crooked Cop. Snoop Dogg, Weedhead. Let me see. What's up to Khadijah Reeves? Shout out to you. No problem at Sister Davis. You said, what do you think of TikTok being gone? TikTok is not gone. TikTok is not gone, G-Swole. TikTok is not gone. My TikTok is right here. See? TikTok. It's not gone. Right? It was down for less than 24 hours. You know, it's down for less than 24 hours. I would say that, but it's back. So they brought it back. TikTok. All right? I know a lot of people was going crazy about the TikTok being gone for a bit. I mean, it was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? What happens if they take down Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that? How are people going to act? You understand? Some people be on social media every day, all day. We talking about every day, all day. Now, I'm a social media guy, but I'm not a social media guy. I don't go scrolling all day, every day. I don't do that. Some people do. That's why some people got to step away from Facebook. I think they deactivate their account because they be on it so much. We talking about all day, just scrolling through things. Non-stop. Non-stop. So some people be on social media every day, all day. If it's not a business, or if you're not listening to the truth of God all day, or some type of holiness preaching, or you know, sanctified music all day, well, we talking about people who just scroll all day, looking through people's Facebook statuses and being nosy all day. You know? What those people gonna do? All right. Aaron Michael says Stevie Wonder made the Martin Luther King Day. Stevie Wonder made that day a federal holiday. Did you know that? Stevie Wonder? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It says President Ronald Reagan signed the Martin Luther King Day holiday into law, November the 2nd, 1983. The holiday was first celebrated on January the 20th, 1986. How can Stevie Wonder make Martin Luther King a holiday? A musician. Ronald Reagan did that. My man, you celebrating Donald Dump. You supposed to be all into these politics, and you don't even know that? Man said Stevie Wonder. I thought I heard it all. Man said Stevie Wonder made Martin Luther King a holiday, Jr. a holiday. Wow. I didn't know Stevie Wonder was a lawmaker. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? And Aaron Michaels, I didn't see that coming. You hear me? Right? What's wrong with you? What's up to Levy? Shout out to you. You said you never, Tyrese says you never have to worry about that. But question, do YouTube Shorts help the channel? It depends. It all depends. You know what I mean? Normally, what I did was, see on Facebook, I have a lot of quotes for, a lot of years. You know what I mean? So my quotes, I put them in the format of a YouTube short to see how would it work from time to time. That's how I do my shorts, or I try to test certain things out. Let me see if this news story will work. in a YouTube short, or would it work in a normal video? You know what I mean? So I check the temperature upon certain things. Me personally, I really don't like YouTube shorts for the most part, you know, because it could take more time to do that type of stuff. So I have as though it gives me the options of turning the video into a normal video, a YouTube short, or any type of, you know, size video. So I can make any type of video and just format it to a short, a regular video, or whatever the size I want to make it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what type of softwares you use, but YouTube shorts can work for some people. You know, like those people doing comedy skits and whatnot. You know, you got the Skin Bone, you got Desi Banks, you know, them foolish folks out there will be utilizing them YouTube shorts and stuff like that, you know? All right, so I use the YouTube short for the, on my other channel, what's that cat name? Mr. Vegas, when he got put out. You know what I mean? Stuff like that can be utilized as a YouTube short. But if you're talking about like your own content, you know, you got to test certain things out to see what for you. All right, Bless says, I don't have social media. I keep my business to myself and don't get into others' nosy things. Wonderful. All right, you said, Sister David says, that's a good question, Brother Tyree. I would think so, because you're still promoting on your content on public platform. Wonderful. G-Soul says, well, wow, then what was my little niece talking about and people on Facebook posting about is saying due to it not being American owned, they're getting rid of TikTok. No, that's not the case. You got to read the facts to a lot of things. You know, people out there conjure up any old thing. Yes, TikTok is not American owned. They just had to reach a certain agreement. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they had to reach, that's what they had to deal with. It wasn't getting rid of TikTok completely. Come on, it's business. Anytime money is involved, they ain't getting rid of that completely. You understand? It was just down for a little bit, but now it's back up. All right, Dawn says, I use TikTok to shop. I've gotten some pretty good household stuff at bargain prices. Wonderful. I didn't know that you could shop on TikTok. That's great. EFP says, I read something that said there is no such thing as a gold digger. Women are naturally expensive. Pick on in your price range. Well, tomorrow night, we're talking about an evil wife. Tomorrow night, you know what I mean? That goes hand in hand also with the topic. But evil wife. Oh, man. Whew. Whew. You know, gold digger. Wow. Now, I know a man's supposed to, you know, handle his woman or his wife's business, whatever, you know, take care of her. He's supposed to be the breadwinner. But there's some lazy women out there. There's some gold digging women out there. You know what I mean? Some women out there, if you go out with them, they will reject you if you take them to like Applebee's or something like that. They don't want to go to Applebee's. They want to go to Ruth Chris, McCormack. They want to go to Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, them 5-star restaurants. What? Some women are satisfied with McDonald's. You know what I mean? Gold diggers out there. Always asking you for money all the time. You hear me? But we're gonna talk about something like that tomorrow. An evil woman, an evil wife. All right? Fleming says, why do folks go by hearsay and not prove all things for themselves? TikTok life on a whole. Yeah, I was seeing those, those comments and statuses on Facebook about TikTok being gone, it's being banned, and whatnot. You know, some people was upset. Hey, if they get rid of all these social media outlets, that's fine. Hey, That's fine. But some people would probably unalive themselves. You know what I mean? Because they live for social media. Social media is their life. You know? All right? G4 says, I miss our social life when people actually interacted with each other. When I feel like it's worse to make people stay on their phones. Even though I see the pros and cons of social media. Yeah, I mean, I remember the days, you know, nights out on the porch, just chilling, you know, talking, you know, slap boxing, you know, with the folks out there. You understand? Back in Jersey City, Fulton Ave and Clerk Street, out there fighting, and after you finish fighting, you're back friends again. You know, good old time, sitting on the porch eating some crab legs, seasoned crab legs, just vibing out. You know what I mean? Ain't like that in these days. You're right. You're right. You know, but one has to utilize social media to the best of their ability, for the most part. All right, what's up, the frozen? What's up, the frozen mountain? Shout out to you. Man. Tyree said that's what I've been looking to get it. I've been looking into. I have what is that? CapCut and Adobe Express and Canva to get my video together. Wonderful. Well, I have Movavi Video Soup 22. That's what I use to edit my videos and stuff like that. But I use my phone to create my thumbnails. Usually take me about 5 to 10 minutes to create a thumbnail. You know, I done had this application on my phone since I had my phone number. I don't know. I probably had my phone number for about, I'm going to say maybe 12 years, 12, 13 years, possibly. Maybe longer than that. I'm going to say 15. So I've been using this application for about 15 years. And, you know, it's pretty, you know, simple to make my thumbnails. You know what I mean? I'm not fancy with it or anything, but I'm all right. You know, but some people make their thumbnails, you know, with different type of programs. Frozen Mountain says, I was honestly hoping TikTok would get banned. Why? Why is that? Aaron Michael says, have you heard of Kabani Savage? Let me look that up. Kabani Savage is a American drug dealer. Okay, I think I heard about this story. Might have heard about it. I think I heard about this story with him 2 weeks ago. I think. I'm not too sure, but I was listening to a news story that talked about a drug dealer from Philadelphia. All right, Sister David says, a what wife? Hebrew wife? Is that what you said about tomorrow night's subject? No, an evil wife. An evil wife. Evil. An evil woman, evil wife. You understand? I put that out today. And hopefully YouTube sent out the notifications early on that one. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good conversation. I know some people are like, oh, what about the husbands? What about the men? Okay, we're going to talk about the men another day. All right? EFP says, I don't like Applebee's. I like Chili's, though. Chili's. That's what's up. Bless says, women can be gold diggers. Frozen Mountain said, these girls out here want steak house, 5-star steaks. Wow. The time that I set it to at Fleming's is, I set it for 8:30 tomorrow. I got it set up for 8:30 tomorrow, but, you know, we'll see. Sometimes the times may change, but that's what it's set up for tomorrow. Jonah says, sure don't want. Amen to that. Amen to that. Whew. I'm going to say, whew, on that one. You know? All right. Drago says they're going to have to work. All right. That's on you. Shelly Howard says, I prefer a man to cook for me. Okay, you know. David B said, reconnected. So I'm going to say there's nothing wrong with a man cooking for his woman. Aaron Michael, he says, are you going to watch the inauguration tomorrow? What are you talking about? Am I going to watch the inauguration tomorrow? You understand? Listen, why would I watch that? Why would I watch the inauguration tomorrow? You know what I mean? I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that. You understand? No way. For sure. Right? G Swole says, how do you feel about online shopping, like grocery shopping online, then having an employee bring out your groceries to you when I still go grocery shopping in person? Well, I do it all. If I'm at work and, I'm working 12 or 13 hours and I want to go to the store, I got my computer with me and, take my break and order online. So by the time I get home, my groceries be right there. Or sometimes if I get off early, I'm going to the store. So I do it all. I do it all, for sure. I prefer to go into the store because, you order online, these people want to replace stuff or pick the wrong things out or, get your groceries mixed up. That happened to me before. It brought me the wrong order. They brought me the wrong order. What was that? I think it was Aldi's. You know what I mean? That happened before, man. And, of course, I was a little heated. In general. All right, so I don't mind online shopping, food shopping. You know what I mean? Definitely could save you some time. For the most part, that's actually a great thing. Online shopping, because some people can't get out the house. Some people can't get out the house. Or some people may have an apartment or living purposes, whatever the case may be, but they don't have a vehicle. All right. I don't know what's going on with this right now, man. This thing is moving slow all of a sudden. EFP says no steakhouses. Well, for the most part, my thing is a female. I mean, it's no problem for a man taking a woman to a steakhouse. But the thing is, if a woman is coming off like a gold digger, Know what I'm saying? No way. I'd say, to be honest. Oh, man, what happened? They booted me out of my YouTube.
Are you ready to apply for?
They booted me out of my YouTube live. That's crazy. Forgive me, I gotta get to these comments again. Okay, I was here. Drago says it's safer to be American owned than China. Well, I don't know too much about that. Sister David says, now you're going to have to do one on a stubborn man. I mean, I don't mind that, I could admit, I have my ways as far as like being stubborn. I do. You understand? Which, definitely has been worked on. Stubborn. Been called spoiled. You know, I've been called that. You know what I'm saying? I can admit that. I can admit that I can be a piece of work sometimes. You know, but it's all good. You know, I don't mind talking about that, and also including myself, as far as like being a little stubborn from time to time and spoiled, you know, but I'm working on it in general. You know, that's a good topic. Drago said he's not letting up. That's funny. Henry Ross says NBC, USA Network, and ETV Comcast first, letting them go and on there, but they're keeping NBC and all the university parks and movie entertainment. Henry Ross, you putting the number one in replacing the I for the number one? All right, EFP says, I do online shopping for convenience. I have a lot to do within 24 hours. I get my fruits and veggies in person, everything else online, and pick up saves me time. You got to forgive me if this thing is lagging, you know? Dawn says, to be honest, I've had nothing but good experiences with online grocery shopping. I work nights, so it's a huge convenience. Plus, I'm not mobile. What's up to Paulette? I saw you came in a few minutes ago. You're probably like 45 minutes for the most part. What's up to Gladys? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Aaron Michael says, do you think Mike Tyson would beat Muhammad Ali if they were in their prime? Two different eras. You know, different training for the most part. Different hunger. But I do think, you know, if Tyson could catch him early, yeah. But if Ali could, you know, make it last to tire Tyson out, then Ali could win that. You know what I mean? I would think. Good question though. What's up to what is that? Akana? If that's how you pronounce your name, Akana. Shout out to you for sure. Larry says, I grocery shop often because of my busy work and school schedule. Yeah, you know, sometimes when it gets busy, you know, or if I have my kids and, you know, it was a day I, you know, was lazy not to go to the grocery store and they're here, I would order. It normally takes like maybe 2-3 hours for the most part. You know, all these. You know, so that's what I do from time to time. From time to time, not all the time, because I do like to go into the store, and you know, that's just me. I know where to go and what I want and things of that nature. All right, EFP says, how do you clean an oven? It's this product that my mother used. I think she had like an oven cleaner. Some people got a feature on the oven where, though, I guess it turns the oven up very high. So I guess burn the material in there or something like that. My mother did something like that. But me, for the most part, I use like dish detergent and hot water to pour on there to soak everything up, so everything you know, soften up. And Brillo pads also. You know what I mean? I take the little things out, soak it in the sink, top of the stove, take the things out. I don't have, you know, fire pallets. You know, mine is electrical, so I could take it apart, soak it, or whatever the case may be. So me, for the most part, you know, dish detergent, hot water, and Brillo pads. You know what I mean? All right? That's what I use, personally. I guess it all depends on one stove. Yes, self-clean oven. I think I got that too. Yeah, I have a self-clean, but I never used it. My mother uses that stuff, self-clean. Me personally, I don't trust it. I rather clean it myself. You know what I mean? I don't trust no self-clean oven. That's almost like, and correct me if I'm wrong, kind of reminds me of, a self-driving car. You know what I mean? I'd rather do it myself. All right. G4 said, do you feel online shopping is conditioning us to live online when they create that technology? And I don't think I'm crazy for asking that when they got human-sized robots for sale. Well, here's the deal. I don't see nothing wrong with online shopping. You know what I mean? Doing things online is more convenient for a lot of people because a lot of people is busy. They have a busy work schedule. There's some single mothers out there, single parents, and whatnot. They may not have a chance to go shopping physically, food shopping, clothes shopping, school shopping. You know what I mean? They can almost get anything they want online for the most part. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, anybody in situations like that, as far as like busyness and responsibilities, the online thing could definitely work for them. You know, all right? Because if it's a single parent and they got about 5 kids in the house, babies or young kids, when you think it'd be a tough time for them to go to the supermarket and food shop with 5 kids. You understand? All right. Robin Harris says, I prefer to go into food stores because I'm big on checking out the expiration date, but I love online shopping for clothes sometimes and things for my place to make it look nice. Wonderful. Wonderful. Some nice, good clothing shops online for the most part. I hear people talk about Shein, Temu, and all that other stuff. I haven't shopped there yet, but thinking about it. You understand? All right. EFP says, if you could visit any place in the world, what would it be? Well, me personally, in general, I'd say maybe Jamaica. Maybe. You understand? But I would do that on a honeymoon with if I happen to get married in the future. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? Take a nice week off, and just go, whether it's Jamaica. Of course, stay on the resort. One thing I learned, when you go out of the country, stay on the resort. Jamaica. What else is out there? Help me out. I've been to Mexico. I've been to, I think it was Honduras, Belize. And some other places out there by Mexico I've been to on a cruise. But I would say Jamaica. Maybe Africa. Maybe. The DR, I don't know about that. I don't know about the DR. I don't know. I like to go to places that's American friendly. I don't know about the DR. You understand? That I don't know. That I don't know about the DR. I hear a lot of things going on out of the DR with Americans. We could say we ain't Americans, but that's what they classify as. You know what I mean? All right. Paulette says, online shopping works for me like a champ. Levy says, I also hate being out in public. Wow. Paulette says, nice place. I went there for, you said you went there for your honeymoon? Wonderful. EFP says, Aruba. I've heard of that place. Levy says, need to visit Trinidad one day. Wonderful. Dawn says, you love Jamaica. You'd appreciate the food and the people. Wonderful. The food. Paulette said, you have to stay in the hotel. Remember, absolutely. Especially on a honeymoon. You know what I mean? Lock the doors. You know what I mean? Listen, it won't be no YouTube lives. You hear me? It won't be no you. Well, it might be a YouTube live with, me and a woman in the future. You know. But as far as like topics and stuff, nuh-uh. Leave me alone. You understand? Leave me alone. All right, what's up to Donovan? Shout out to you. Yeah, but Jamaica. Dawn said Jamaica is my home country. No one does hospitality like we do. David B says definitely not the DR. I've heard of the DR being an okay spot before, but it's been a lot of stories about Americans being unalived, kidnapped, beat up out of the DR and what have you. All right. Henry Ross says, what is the best cell phone to get because I'm shopping for one? Well, I don't know. I'm not into cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm fine with Android. I know a lot of people out there, they got these fancy iPhones, $1,000, $1,500. They paying a lease on a cell phone. Really? You're paying monthly on a cell phone? I would never. Never. Leasing cell phones out. People got the latest iPhones and it messes up. You know what I mean? I got an Android. Simple. You know what I mean? Simple. I know some people go to Walmart, they get themselves a $70 Android phone. Unlimited internet, all those features. I ain't paying no $1,000 for no iPhone. No way. You understand? No way. Some people have been saying, you should get an iPhone XYZ. All right, what up to G Money? He says, Jamaica is awesome. You can't go wrong. I highly recommend it. I've gone thrice, and it's always a blast. The food is awesome, and their partying is off the chain on the resort. Well, I don't party, so that's out of the question. You know what I'm saying? To the woman who I'm going to marry in the future, you know what I mean? We ain't going to need a party. You understand? We're going to have our own party. Just the two of us. Me and her. You hear me? For sure. All right. G Swole said, do you take vacations by yourself? When I did, and surprisingly, I had fun in my sinful days. No, I don't take vacations by myself. As far as like, if you talking about like Jamaican stuff. No. I don't know if you classify, let's just say if I go back to Jersey, I don't know if you classify that as a vacation. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about like going to like Paris, Hawaii and stuff like that, Mexico, Hollywood, California, just to sightsee, and some people do that. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. No way. EFP says, what's your favorite way to relax after a long day? Well, sometimes go for a run, exercise, gym, just relax on the couch. For the most part, nothing on, no TV, just to relax, and it's very therapeutic. And whatnot. Normally after I run, take a nice little walk afterwards. I really like walking by the waters. I know in Bayonne, New Jersey, when I used to run in the track field, they had the waters over there in the park. I mean, it's very therapeutic for the most part, right? So I'd say that, exercising, Drago says, you said your wife is half Japanese. What about yourself at EFP? In reference to relaxing. What's up to Sandra Whitmore? Shout out to you. What's up to Marcel? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Appreciate that. That's Sister D. What's up to Roxanne? Shout out to you. I don't know who the 38 bishops at Henry Ross. What's up to Herb Wise? Shout out to you. Shelly House says iPhone 16 Mac Pro costs $1,600. Wow. Whew. Wow, $1,600. That's mortgage right there. That's rent. $1,600. Wow. Robin Harris says, I enjoy my iPhone. Androids are difficult to me. That's funny. Sister Davis says, my niece crazy. She paid $800 a couple of years ago for an iPhone. Crazy, can't see it. Me either. G Swole says, how can we have fun being in holiness when I'm in need of a vacation, but I still get nervous taking a vacation by myself, which I don't get it after I took so many vacations by myself. Well, people in holiness can have fun. There's people on Facebook, they go on vacation, they on the beach, they having fun, playing in the sand and whatnot. They're not contributing into anything wicked. You understand? It's certain, what is that called? What is that, excursions or something like that? People do the things with the dolphins, and they go scuba diving and bungee jumping and skydiving and being in the, what is that thing called? Hot air balloon, helicopter rides, what is that? They go skiing. So there's a lot of positive things people could do. That's fun. You ain't got to go out there and, get wasted. You don't got to do that. You got to have a nice time with your spouse if you got one. Or if you're by yourself, then hey, you go sightsee. Some people go to certain places to sightsee, take pictures. Go to certain places that's a part of history. And what have you. Like I went to DC one time. You know what I mean? I went to DC and I, sightseed the place where Martin Luther King was and took pictures and whatnot. Some people go to museums. You know what I mean? You don't got to get wasted and go to strip clubs and stuff like that. Like people out there doing drugs and snorting coke. You know what I mean? They classify that as having fun. You know what I mean? You got to pop pills. You got to drink lean and all that to have fun. That's not true. You understand? That's not true at all. All right. Drago says, my wife always get on me for leaving my phone everywhere. What up to Ed? Shout out to you. You said, what's going on with you, brother? Pray for me, please. And I will pray for you. Got you. G-Money said, you are robbing yourself from a little fun. You can party clean by listening to good music and dancing to move your body to unwind. What? What? Come on, G-Money. Come on, G-Money. Come on, G-Money. Come on, G-Money. You said, however, to each his own. Ah, man, G-Money. Come on, man. Partying? Wow. G-Money. I know the Lions lost. I know you're heartbroken because the Lions lost, man. I understand. You understand? Them Eagles won. I know you're hurting because the Lions lost. Right? But come on, man. Partying? Partying? No, I don't do. I don't party. You understand? I don't party. I used to be a DJ when I was in my teens and my 20s. You know what I mean? Used to be a DJ. You know what I mean? Used to go to New York almost every week to buy records. Whether it was rock and soul and by 34th Street, Disco-Rama, West 4th, Beach Street Records in Brooklyn, Stand Records in Jersey City, Wild Records in Jersey City also. You know what I mean? So I know all about that type of stuff. That type of music ain't for people in holiness. You understand? It ain't that. You know what I mean? And I had a bunch of music. You know, I don't party. No way. Because I could utilize that time if I'm with, for future references, my wife. You know what I mean? We could do that in a room together. Me and the wife in the future. You understand? All right? So you says, you can party clean? How can one party clean? Let me know. Let me know. The only clean music is sanctified music. Although some songs out here, although some secular songs could be righteous but not holy. So how would it look for somebody in holiness dancing and grooving? How? Imagine that. You know what I mean? Me putting up a video. Me putting up OT Genesis. You understand? Me putting up Pop Smoke. Welcome to the party. Woo walking. Put it on YouTube. Man, I'm woo walking, man. It's some clean dancing right here. You want to? You hear me? You said tap dance. Imagine that. Just imagine that. You know? How would it look for me putting something like that up on YouTube? If you say it's clean, then I would if I listen to you, I would deem it's clean for social media. You understand? That wouldn't look right. No way. You understand? No way. I know sometimes a lot of us, we can hear songs that we used to listen to and groove to. You understand? You hear the old DMX, Rough Rider, people tapping their feet. I know some of y'all do that. The old stuff. They play Cameron and JC. I know some of y'all tap y'all feet. You know what I mean? To those old songs. You know, they put on Marvin Gaye or Ron Isley or even R. Kelly. Some people got that stuff in their playlist right now. You know? You know what I mean? They know it's wrong. They trying to kick the habit. I know I ain't supposed to be listening to Bump and Grind and Honey Love by R. Kelly and Jaheim. You can have anything. I know I ain't supposed to be listening to that. You know? But you gotta let me know what you mean by clean partying. Clean partying. All right, what's up to Showbread? You said greetings, topic yesterday was good, but bro, cut them off when they start bickering like girls. Sorry if that was rude. Nah, you good. You entitled to your opinion as long as it's clean. You know, it's all good. Bless says, do you think that some men carry women emotions by hanging around too many women? Well, I grew up with women. I grew up in a household with my sisters and mother, for the most part. Could it happen to some men? Sure. It can happen. You know, it can happen. You know, to some, I'd say. All right. Paulette said the skydive is no joke. And I don't want to know. I only want to find out. What's up to M. Maxwell? Shout out to you. Jonah says, I was a little sad for the Lions because the fans were devastated. Well, better hope for next year. Jonah says, I was thinking KC versus Detroit. Donovan says, Tony is a new creature. All right. G Money says, another great spot to visit is the Val Resorts. It's gorgeous. Yes, I am mad about my Lions. I have not recovered. I have not yet recovered from that setback. Our city is mourning. Well, you still got Clarissa Shields, right? Who's about to fight. You know, maybe if she wins, she'll probably soothe y'all a little bit for Michigan. She might. You understand? Although she seems to be hating on Layla Ali. You know what I mean? And Clarissa Shields, I don't know. She a piece of work. She is a piece of work. Seriously. G Swole says, I'm thinking about a train ride to visit my my high school teacher in Chicago, but is the violence still high in Chicago? Well, if you want to go back to Chicago, I don't want to go back to visit nobody. No way. No teachers in high school, nothing. When I go back to Jersey City, I'm riding by Lincoln High School, right by. That's me. Crime in Chicago. Murders, 2024. Chicago had 573 murders in 2024. 573 murders in Chicago last year. Wow. What about the unreported ones also? Wow, that's crazy. So if you want to go back there, that's on you. You know, that is on you for sure. At G Swole, 573 murders. All right. Gladys says, I sing and dance when cooking instrumental gospel. EFP says, what's your dream job as a kid? I wanted to be on TV. Well, law enforcement and also, I'd say being on TV too. You know, it was something about when I was a kid that, I don't know, man, it said I wanted to be on TV at one point. I think my mother was going to go through with the process, but I don't know what happened with that. You know, is there something wrong with being on TV in these days? It all depends, but you know, a person in holiness ain't gonna get no major roles. You know, could be tough when in holiness, trying to pursue television or commercials or anything like that. But I would say I remember they asked us when I was a kid. I think I was in kindergarten. They said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I said, "A police officer." You know what I mean? And then it was a basketball player, or whatever the case may be. And then it just kept changing throughout the years. Just kept changing, you know? But I surely remember those days as a kid. All right, Showbread said, is it possible to live a holy life while being a pro athlete? I believe so. I think very few people could do it. Very, very few. Very few people. Because it's some athletes in First Church. There's some NFL players that go to First Church that are members. You understand? There's some pro athletes that go to First Church and are members. You know? Very few. I'd say very few. You know? Right? Sister Davis says, if you weren't doing truck driving, what profession would you be in? Probably law enforcement. Law enforcement. I'd say. Bad out Sister Davis. G-Money said, Jamaica is very spiritual. When I was on the resort, there was a religious group there, and they had a church service in one of the conference rooms. However, I did not attend. Jonas said, clean up your social medias. Shelly House says, don't let me hear Barry White. I forget where I'm at. Barry White. Drago said the beat drops and the feet goes. You got that right. You know what I mean? You got that right. So you said, for me, it's Luther Vandross. Dawn said. Jonas says, I wanted to be a zookeeper. A zookeeper. A zookeeper. Wow. What's up to Denver Doc? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Not a problem at G Swole. He says, I wanted to be an astronaut, but there is conspiracy theory saying nobody really been out of space. I don't know too much about that one. All right, we got a couple more minutes, and then we're going to knock off. A couple more minutes, and we're going to close this thing out. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all is off work tomorrow, but I ain't off. I work tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get me some rest. You know? A couple of more minutes. If you got any last closing remarks, feel free to put it in the chat room. G Money says, I have my degree in journalism, telecommunications. I thought I was going to be the next Dan Rather. Worked in local TV and radio early in my career in Michigan, but media was not for me. Wow. Wow, G Money, you'll be great for YouTube. You understand? You got the educational background, and you know what I mean? You got the little back and forth thing. You know what I mean? You should think about YouTube, man. You know, you got it. All right, Robin Harris says, when I was young, I wanted to be a singer in a group with my sister and friend and be on TV. Okay. Well, like SWV, TLC, In Vogue, Escape, what? Gladys Knight and the Pips. Let us know. You know? All right? Sister Davis is laughing. EFP says shows like My Brother and Me, Moesha, Nickelodeon, stuff like that. Yeah. Anwar said, you had a show over the book of Enoch. Can we have a show over the book of Adam and Eve? I don't know anybody who ever read from the book of Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? Do you read from the book of Adam and Eve? Let us know. You know? If so, you can email me. We can set that up for sure. Because I haven't heard, to my knowledge, a variety of people that read from the book of Adam and Eve. Fleming says, why do you look at the camera when you said zookeeper? Oh, man, it's pretty funny. I forgot the guy's name. He got locked up. What's that cat name? Let me see if I can find him. Joe Exotic. You know, I remember watching that show, so when he said zookeeper, not saying I'm comparing to him, but it's pretty funny because Joe is a funny guy as far as like how the way he was handling those animals. And he had like an issue with another zookeeper, or owner, whatever the case may be. What's her name? I think her name was like Carol Baskins or something like that. Oh man, that was funny. Them two. That stuff is funny. And also, why I said that because I watched what is that let me see if I can find that. I forgot this YouTube channel that I watch. Let me see if we can find it. Latest sightings, I watch that YouTube channel. You know, when they be in the zoos or they be in like the jungles and whatnot, recording that type of stuff. So I watch stuff like that. You know what I mean? And being a zookeeper, I remember going to the zoo outside, and I'm like, wow. They got the lions. They got them elephants are huge, man. Oh man. That's my first time last year or the year before that, going to like an outside zoo in North Carolina. I couldn't do it, man. No way. No way. Listen, I would need me a shotgun on me. A shotgun, a Glock, some grenades. You understand? I can't be no zookeeper. No way. I need something on me. You know what I mean? I know them folks You know, I'm gonna pet the lion. They petting the lions. They feeding the lions, feeling real comfortable. No way. Can't do it. You know what I mean? No. So much respect to Jonah. You know. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I mean, they had the gorillas running towards the thick windows, banging on it. No way. Jesus says, I remember that moment during my elementary school graduation, standing up saying, I want to be a bus driver. And I actually accomplished it. That wasn't so hard. I mean, hey, man, if that's what you wanted to do, wonderful. You know what I mean? And, you know, bus drivers get, you know, paid good salary, good benefits and stuff like that. You know? Not a problem at Dawn. Appreciate that. Appreciate your comment. You know what I mean? Thank you for the encouragement. Jonah said, Tony said escape. You got that right. Eric says, how would you go about finding a good church? Well, I just happened to stumble across the Truth of God in 2014. I wasn't even looking for a church. I think I left the false church I was in. And somebody brought me to that false church. I didn't find that church. And the church before that, my grandmother took me when I was younger. So I just happened to come across the Truth of God for the most part. You know? So, I mean, hey, of course you could research things online to see what different churches believe in. Like if you hypothetically speaking, see a church across the street called, I don't know, First Holiness Church, search them up. See what they believe in. You know what I mean? Speak to whoever the preacher man is. See if the stuff lines up with the word. Check out their videos on YouTube for the most part. All right, Jesus says, so do you believe in those footages of the earth they show us from them being on the moon? When I noticed the footages on the earth are looking different from the same angle. Well, I don't recall or remember seeing anything as far as like those footages. But I think I watched something last week. I think let me see what it's titled. Man, let me see. Oh shoots. Okay, I was watching this last week. I don't know how I stumbled upon this. You know what I mean? This is from Red Bull YouTube channel. So they had a man who parachuted from space. This was 2 years ago. You can go check this out. You know, they got the camera and everything. The man parachuted from space. The video is about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It's called I Jumped from Space, World Record Supersonic Free Fall. And this person is in an astronaut suit. So once they get to a certain part of the earth, I think they took some of that stuff off so they can let the parachute out. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, for sure. Somebody parachuted from space. How do you get the angle and stuff like that? How do you know where to land? How? Yes, I mean, they have it recorded and everything. You know what I mean? So it's legit recording. It's not Hollywood or anything like that. You understand? So, I mean, Jesus Whoa. I mean, hey, this is live footage right here. So you let me know when you check this out. Let me know what you think about it. You know? All right. I think we go for a couple more minutes. Let's see. Appreciate that. Let me see something right here. There's some weirdos on here. You're weird. You're a weird LA princess. You're probably a man, that fake page. You're nasty. I told you there's some weird people on here. It's some weird people. You may have a woman picture as your YouTube default picture. But you might be a man talking like that. That's the filthy part to it. You know? All right, back. What time do you start work? When I gotta be to work at 5:10 in the morning, and I'm surprised it's not wearing me down, being an older age. Well, my alarm is set for 5 a.m., 5:10 a.m. You know, Jonas says kicking it with them lizards, snakes, alligators, and all of them. Man, you have fun with that. What's up, the Willow's Creation? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Peace, peace, peace at Gladys. Shelly House says undercover agents. Absolutely. David B says people can really do silly things, jumping from space. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. I thank everybody for tuning in, Lord willing. We'll be on tomorrow with some more conversation, some good content. I know we got that recap feedback video of Gino talking about an evil wife, evil woman. And we're going to definitely have a conversation about that. I thank everybody for tuning in. It's definitely appreciated. And whatnot. You know, it's always a good conversation for those who come on here and for the new people that come on here also. Shout out to everybody. I hope everybody have a wonderful night. So God bless everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a wonderful and blessed night. I'm out. Peace.